Good morning, everyone. I hope you are well. I'm wearing my very apropos shirt today. It says stay positive. It's really more for me than you, but hopefully it's good for you too. So, you know what I realized when seeing these is I realized that I am always wiping my eyes at the start. Yeah, straight up wiping eye boogies out of my eyes. That's how much I'm okay with just being vulnerable with all of you. So I'm really, really happy you are here. And again, whether you are watching this live or you tune in later in the day at a time that's better for you, I hope you take some time today to dial in, to really tune in. As I said, it's really, really important, especially right now when I don't know about you guys, but I am definitely feeling the weight of everything happening in our world. I'm feeling the heaviness in my heart. I'm feeling the mental and emotional fatigue. Sometimes I feel like I don't really want to get out of bed, and sometimes it's tough to navigate the day feeling a lot of the emotions that I feel, and maybe you can relate too. I definitely have had much of the shared sentiment. I'll send them to you, Ma. I've had much of the shared sentiment from a lot of people about how everybody is feeling right now, and I see a lot of positivity out there, and that is so good. We need that. We need that more now than ever. And I definitely, I definitely feel it, even with all the positivity. I feel heaviness in my heart a little bit. Yesterday was a challenging day for me. How are you doing? How are you feeling going through this time? How are you navigating your days? I know we just got the stay-at-home, Operation Stay-at-Home or shelter in place yesterday. So how is everybody doing with that? Are you coping well? Are you around people you love? Do you just want to get out of your house? Sometimes I feel like that too. So I'm glad you're here. We're going to take some time to breathe and meditate, and I would love, if you want to hang out a little bit after, I would love to chat a little bit, and at the end I'll ask if any of y'all have some thoughts, some feelings, some things you maybe want to share, and would love to chat with you guys about it and see where you're at, see how you're feeling. So find a place or a space right now where you can be uninterrupted for a little while, and if you're watching on your phone, turn it on to silent so you don't hear any of the people trying to connect right now, so that you can connect with yourself, most importantly. And yeah, let's begin. So for me, I like to sit with my hands open because I see you, Katie, and I'm sending you a massive, massive, massive hug across the waves right now. And thank you for sharing. And I would love to hear from all of you. Towards the end, we'll chat about this. We'll chat about how people are feeling and how you're doing. So I like to sit with my hands open during my meditation because I like to be in a receptive position. I know for me, aligning my body with where I want my mind to go really helps. So being receptive, and again, sit comfortably for you. I like to sit upright because it allows my lungs and my chest to be open. It allows my energy to flow freely through my body. Again, sit how you would like, but sit in a way that works for you to really connect in and be receptive at this time. So as always, we're going to start with breathing. And what I want you to do for our breath work today, as much as you consciously can, at least through the first half or so, is to breathe deeply in for 4 seconds and exhale for 4 seconds. Putting your hand over your belly if you need the reminder to breathe diaphragmatically. That means breathing into your belly. Your belly should expand, then your chest, and then it should deflate. But that way we'd get away from the shallow breathing that keeps tension and anxiety in the body. We drop our breath down, we really open up, we allow oxygen to flood the body, and it allows our stress system in the body, our nervous system, to relax and calm down. It's very difficult to navigate stressful times when we have shallow breathing and when we're tense. So taking the time to really teach your body to connect with your mind, to relax, is huge. It helps. Breath helps. I find myself doing a lot of that these days. So again, we're starting with a 4-second count in on the inhale and a 4-second count out. And do your best to breathe diaphragmatically, meaning breathe into expand your belly, expand your chest, and exhale. If you can do this breath work through your nose the entire time, 4 count in through your nose and 4 count out, great. If you need to breathe through your mouth, maybe because you have some obstruction in your nose, that's fine too. And if you're just joining, stick around, do some breath work and meditation with us, and hang out to do some live chat at the end. Let's begin. Breathe deeply in and exhale. As you breathe deeply in, begin to allow the body to relax. As you exhale, be consciously aware of whatever concerns and fears and stresses you may have right now, and let them go. Breathing deeply in, welcoming in life, positivity, and calmness, and exhaling, letting go of the tension, letting go of the stress. Focus on just being present, right here, right now. Nowhere else to be that is more important than right here, connecting with yourself and Source. As we breathe deeply in, let's begin to tune in to our operating center, our mind. Continue your breathing and become aware of how you feel right now. Become aware of the thought and feeling you have in your mind and how it is connected to your body. What is it creating in your body? Are your thoughts scattered? Are you worried? Breathe deeply in. Allow your focus, allow your awareness to begin to close in. Close in to center. Begin tuning out all the things around you. Begin tuning in to this awareness, this feeling. Let's do a body scan, beginning at the top of your head to clear tension in the body. Give the body and mind time to connect, as well as relax and become receptive. Do you notice any tension in the head? Maybe any lingering, worrisome thoughts? As you breathe deeply in, let them go. Allow the head to become light as it sits upon your shoulders. Moving down your body to your neck and your shoulders. Allow the tension to release from the body. Maybe you've been carrying a lot of stress. Maybe you've been carrying some worry. As you breathe deeply in, feel what it would feel like to know that everything always works out, that you are not alone in this time, and that there are many, many hands and hearts here to help and support you and to help carry that load. Let go of the weight. Allow your arms to relax and feel very light hanging from the shoulders, resting maybe on the knees or at your side. Moving down into the chest. Notice, are you breathing deeply or are you breathing in a shallow way in your chest? So consciously take a deep breath into your diaphragm before you expand in your chest. And exhale, noticing your heart can expand when you give it room as you breathe deeply. How does your heart feel right now? Let's for a moment connect not only with ourselves, but I want you to become very aware of all of the people that are going through this process all over the world. Not just the process of challenge, but this process of coping, finding a way to connect. I would love to send all of you a huge hug, and maybe you can dial into your heart and feel so wrapped up in this moment. Can you feel that energy? Can you feel that love? As we move down the body into the stomach, how has your nutrition been in this time? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you nurturing the body? Are you giving your digestive system time to slow down? Other parts of your body time to work? What does your body need? How can you support your body in being well right now? Breathing deeply into your diaphragm, expanding the chest, opening the heart, and exhaling. Now connect in to your hips and your root chakra. This is often where people hold pain from the past traumas, deep fears. This is often where we become greatly unsettled as a result of inviting our past into our present. For a moment, imagine setting it down. You can pick it up later if you would like. Feel what it would feel like to let go of anything else but this present moment. Do you need to let go of a story you've been holding on to? A story that keeps you stuck? A story about what happened to you and as a result you are a certain way that is unwanting. Breathe deeply in. And maybe if all you can do today is become aware of that is good. Give yourself grace in that awareness. Moving down the body, can you relax your legs? They carry us throughout the day. They have carried us all of our life. Give them rest for a moment. Give them permission to hold you lightly instead of carrying our emotional weight as well. As you become deeply aware of what you need most in this time, oftentimes in challenge, our deeper issues surface. I wonder if just for a moment you could wrap yourself up in some grace and some love. Let's dial deeper in. Connect to the light within. With your eyes closed, find the light behind your eyes. Learning to connect to the light within as often as we can, knowing that even in the darkness, we are light. Expand that light within your mind. Allow it to fall down throughout the whole body. And maybe even allow that light to expand beyond the body and outside of you. How big can you make this light? How big can you grow it? This light from within. Take a moment to see how much you can stretch it beyond yourself. Maybe you can even extend it to reach and touch others. Expand your inner light as big as you can. Breathing deeply in and exhaling with every breath, becoming lighter and more grateful, more grounded, and more connected to yourself. Can you feel more joy, even just in this moment? Joy that you are here, joy that you are present, that you have your health, that you have people who love you, that we can connect still in this time. Can we at least choose gratitude? For a moment, become aware of whatever it is that you feel that would keep you from gratitude. that would keep you from being overwhelmed and consumed by gratitude? What is that thought? What is that feeling? Become aware of what stands between you and deep gratitude. Now ask yourself, what would I need to know that if I knew would allow that feeling to dissipate and would allow me to choose gratitude just for this moment? What do I need to know that if I knew would allow this uncomfortable feeling, this unwanted feeling to dissipate and would allow me to feel gratitude? Now, speak that truth into your heart. Imagine pouring like water into your body that truth. And as the body begins to fill with truth, notice the gratitude growing. Maybe you can only grow it a little today, and that's okay. And can we every day? Can we be grateful just to have this moment? Can we be grateful to be connected to ourselves? To be quieted and tuned in. So I know I lost you all for just a quick second, or I don't know how long it was, but hopefully you finished your breath, breathing out, exhaling, and releasing. I hope you are feeling much lighter in this moment, or maybe you're feeling a lot more as a result of connecting in, and that's okay too. So I would love to open this up and ask if anyone has anything they'd like to share or chat about. If maybe you're going through something, you're feeling something, how can I support you? What do you need? What are you feeling right now? How are you dealing with this time? For those of you that are still on. Thought I would wave back at some of you all here. How are you doing in this time? How are you navigating this space? Are you enjoying more time to yourself? Are you struggling with what to do with this time? Are you missing human connection? What do you need? What are you feeling most? I know Katie said having a heavy heart and struggling with human connection. I would just love a hug. I'm with you, Katie. Most of the time, my head is spinning. I do not know what direction to go with all the information that comes at me. I love that share, Katie. And you know, we are in, or maybe even beyond, the information age, really. There is a lot of information out there, and perhaps to your point, too much. More than maybe we know how to navigate. And this is what I would tell you. We have to find somewhere in the middle of all of it. But I would also tell you to limit the amount of time you spend looking at all of that information. If we spend a lot of our time on our phones, on our computers, really searching for more and more information, we're sending a lot of energy and we're putting a lot of focus on this disease, and we're also feeding our fear about it. And that can cause that feeling of just spinning and not knowing what to do. Spend less time, definitely spend less time looking at what's going on. Spend less time on social media. Unfortunately, right now, because we have a lot more time, many people are spending a lot of time on social media and on the news and things this way. Y'all, I wouldn't spend that much time. You're putting a lot of energy and focus on that, and so it's going to feed your fear and it's going to feed your concern. I would focus more on being well, doing the things that you can be, that keep you healthy right now. Find ways to connect to people, maybe like this, live, where you really can talk. Do video calls with people. I know I've been doing that with friends, especially people out of state or even out of country. But take your time and use it wisely. Spend your energy wisely. Water the roots of being well instead of fear, and that's how you do it. With all the information out there, do your best to find the middle and then focus on what you really want to create instead of the fear, instead of, oh my gosh, what's going to happen, what's going to happen, what's going to happen. The more we place our energy on that, the more challenging our time is going to be, the more we feed and grow our fear. So instead of doing that, let's focus on really what you want to create. I'm so glad your family here has been supportive too, Katie. I have some pretty amazing family too, whether that's people I'm related to or the people that I choose to be my awesome family. I'm very thankful for them too. And that brings up another point, who is your support? Who is your support right now? And are you really dialing in and using that support? Are you connecting with others right now? Are you getting outside if you can, to get in nature, whether it's going for a walk? Walks are free. Even just doing that helps a lot. I think a very important thing right now is for people to really find a balance in being. A lot of us, our worlds have drastically changed. This is such a beautiful time to really grow and connect with a new identity for ourselves. I know for me, one of the things that I'm always reminded of is not to identify with what I do too much. Oftentimes we become really identified and enmeshed with what we do. And I like to remind people, we're not human doings. We're human beings. Can we love ourselves just as we are right where we're at? The way to healing isn't rejection. It's not rejection of self. It's not rejection of anything we've done, of anything that's happened. It's acceptance. It's acceptance, it's forgiveness, it's gratitude. That's really how we heal, how we grow, how we expand. So something that's really important is that what are we doing in this time of lots of transition and change to support our growth? It's a good time being at home to connect in new ways with our partners. And if you're single, reach out. Don't hesitate to reach out. I am happy to chat with you, but also don't be afraid to ask for people in your world to connect with you. Hello, Abdul. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask people to connect with you in this time. We all really need it. We need it. We are a species of connection, and so we deeply need that. So don't hesitate to ask people for it. But also, what a beautiful time to connect with your families at home in ways maybe that you haven't before. To really dial into your home space. How can you create more love in that space? I know that myself and my partner have been spending a lot of time together, and we generally get a pretty good amount of time together, but even more. And it's been pretty fun. We tend to do our best to enjoy and be silly. I know that for some people there's a lot of other concerns that you may have and stresses you may have, and by all means, if you have those, please share them now. And if you'd like to talk about any of those things, I'm happy to do that with you. But I know a lot of people are facing other difficulties too. It is best if we aim towards navigating those from a peaceful space rather than a stressful state. It's very challenging to navigate much of anything from a stressful state. And so before you make decisions and before you do a lot of things, get yourself to a better mindset. Get yourself to a better space. work on getting to a better feeling, because you will better be able to navigate any of the things that you're up against from that space. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate you. I'm happy you join in the mornings. It's good to connect with you. Sending you so much love and big giant Bree hugs, which are really, really big and tight, like that. So sending you lots of those hugs. Does anyone else have anything that they're navigating right now that's really tough, really challenging? Does anyone else have a question? Does anyone else need support? How are you doing? How are you feeling right now? Don't hesitate to share. And as I said, I always offer group coaching. I love those. Yeah, I love your hugs too. I always offer group coaching. We meet once a week. It's small groups. You're welcome. Thank you, Miss Amanda. I'm glad to see you, sort of, to connect with you here. It's good to have you, and I'm glad you are well. Share the message, spread the message, give the opportunity for other people to hop on in the mornings and connect. And so I'll let all of you get back to your beautiful day, and stay tuned to the things that I post later. I'll be posting about some opportunities for you to fill your time with wonderful things coming up. So I hope you all have an amazing day today. I hope you remind yourself that you are so loved, and more than anything, that you don't have to do anything to be enough. You are enough just as you are. You are not enough because of the amount of something you can do or the amount of gifts you are connected to. You are enough just because you are here. And so I hope you know that. I hope you hold that in your heart each and every day. I love you all very much, and I can't wait to connect with you tomorrow. Know your worth.